Hello, and welcome to the newest edition of Floyd Insider. I'm Bishop Collins, and we've got a great show lined up for you today. So let's get going with our first segment over Senior Assassin. For those who don't know, Senior Assassin is the newest craze taking over the 12th grade. In a cutthroat game where seniors shoot each other with water guns in order to win a cash prize of $500, the stakes are high. Here, we have the one who started it all, Sydney Field, to tell us how this competition began. So, Sydney, elaborate. How did you begin the competition?
So I had some friends who've already graduated who played this last year, and they really thought it was like a really fun time and a really great way to end their senior year with like some competition. So I decided to start it up for Floyd.
I'd like you to tell me a full step-by-step of the game.
Okay, so I will direct message you your target. Oh, I just touched that. I will direct message you your target, and then you have a week. You have Sunday until 8 p.m. to get them out. So you'll get your target. You'll like make a plan. You know, you have to figure out like where this person lives. Maybe if you're gonna go get them at their house, you got to figure out where they work. When they get off of work, you have to like talk to other people, and then you're also being targeted as well. So you have to make sure that no one's following you, no one knows where you're at. You have to make sure that you're very sneaky. So it's a lot of fun, but it's a lot of paranoia as well.
So we've heard that there have been some run-ins with the rules of the game. Can you explain those discrepancies for us?
So part of it is my fault in not explaining some of the rules as far as I should have, but some of them are just like disputes that are going to happen when you're like having a game like this. There's just been like some like location variables that some people were not happy with, and there were also some like time stamps, like did this girl get out this girl before she got out that girl, just like a lot of things going on, but usually I can handle them pretty well. And yeah, and then I updated them for week 2, so everything should go smooth now. If not, we can do duels. So that might be fun in the future.
So tell us, for anybody who might want to try this out at home, what are the major rules of Senior Assassin?
So absolutely no shooting on school grounds or in the school parking lot. You cannot be eliminated between 7:15 and 2:30 on school days, so Monday through Friday. You have a way to defend yourself. If you shoot your assassin first, you have 5 minutes to get away. Let's think, what else is good? Like, there's another one, like, after you leave work, you're totally, like, open. After you leave the building, like, you can get shot. If you are leaving from, like, a sports, a religious, or any event like that, you have a 10-minute grace period to leave. So they cannot get you between the 10 minutes you are leaving.
So are there certain people that you, as the game master, are rooting for to win or lose?
Let's think. I am really rooting for Todd Ziegler. I want Todd Ziegler to win it all.
Why is that?
I think he is very dedicated to the cause. So I think that his skills will really prove through. But, you never know. It's anyone's game.
You think there are any other major competitors that could give Todd a run for his money?
I think that Logan Piper could also give people some run for their money. He got a great elimination first round, and I'm excited to see what's coming in the future.
So we've also heard about the rule of buybacks. Will you explain that for us as well?
Yes. So since I did not explain the rules very well in week 1, we had some discrepancies with people getting out. And while everyone did settle down, I decided that, in order to raise the stakes, in order to raise the money, in order to give people another chance, we were going to do buybacks. So you originally bought in for $5, and if you wanted to buy back in, it was $10. So it was double. And then we had people who joined for the first time, and that was $15. So it definitely raised the money. We got like over double what we had, and people were able to have like another way to get in. So it was good.
Is there any specific cause that you're planning to use this money for?
I think it's up to the people if they want to donate it or if they want to keep it. If they played a good game, then it's all theirs.
So how do you choose targets? Who gets who and who gets to shoot who?
So I use an online wheel generator. I have like a Google Doc with everyone's names. I just copy and paste, and I just go down the list.
Well, thank you for joining us today, Sydney, and good luck to all the seniors who are competing. If you'd like to see more, you can find more videos at FCHS Assassin 123 on Instagram. With spring on the rise, people are wanting to get out and have some fun. That's why the Fresco Tea-Bar in New Albany is the newest hot spot for teens everywhere. Let's go over to reporter Sophie Woodard to see why this location is so popular.
Spring is here, the weather is warming up, and outdoor activities are back on. Southern Indiana has tons to offer, especially in the warmer months. A popular activity amongst Southern Hoosiers near the Kentucky-Indiana border is taking a trip to the Big Four Bridge in downtown Jeffersonville and crossing over to the waterfront of our neighboring city, Louisville. The Big Four Bridge has been a part of our community for years, originally being built in 1895 as a railroad bridge and taken out of service in 1968 before eventually being converted into a bicycle and pedestrian use bridge in 2014. However, walking and biking aren't the only things one could do in the Big Four area. Pearl Street has lots to offer. Ice cream, pizza, sports bars, and tons of other local businesses surround the bridge, such as Fresco Tea-Bar. Fresco Tea-Bar has 3 separate locations, one in New Albany, Charlestown, and Jeffersonville. Founders Sarah and Yisha started the concept in 2020 during the COVID-19 pandemic after sharing each other's common interest in tea and nature, and soon enough the business was born. The Jeffersonville location offers outdoor seating, party arrangements, photo backgrounds, and so much more. All of the ingredients are authentic and sourced sustainably, a core value of the business being trust between customers and employees. Their menu is vast, with a variety of different items to choose from, such as milk teas, blended drinks, smoothies, coffee, and lots of different flavors of boba. Fresco Tea-Bar has become a local favorite to stop by before or after crossing the bridge, and is just one of the many hidden gems in the community.
Thank you, Sophie, for that interesting report, and I can't wait to get out on the walking bridge this spring. Welcome back to Floyd Insider. Earth Day is fast approaching, and the Environmental Club here at Floyd Central is pushing to make a difference. The president of the club, Paige Lawrence, is helping the environment flourish. But how exactly? Now, welcome to the show, Paige. Let's start crafting. What do we do first to make our paper?
So to make paper, we're going to start with a blend of recycled paper and water that goes in a blender. So to start off, you're just going to tear up some recycled paper that you have. This is colored, so this is going to bring color to our paper. But you can also use homework, which is what makes this recycled and can make a difference in the environment by reusing old resources. So we're going to tear this up, and then you're going to put it in a blender with water, and then you're going to blend it up, and it's going to for about 30 seconds to 1 minute. And then we're going to get a cup and fill it with this mixture, and then pour it in our screen for our paper like this. So we're just going to evenly cover this, and then we're going to get more and cover more of it. We want the whole screen to be covered, and all of that water is just going to go through the screen and we're gonna sponge the rest of it out later.
So this paper is the most environmentally friendly way to make paper, correct?
Yeah, so you can make it out of homework, newspaper, as long as it is already used, then it's a great way to repurpose it into reusable paper.
Is this one of your goals for the environmental club, to reuse these old things and repurpose them to have a different purpose?
Yeah, so reducing, reusing, and recycling is something that we try to focus a lot in. And we fundraise money for the club, we work with the cafeteria to compost, and we also make paper for the club.
So with this new fundraiser, what are you hoping to achieve to further the club's goals?
So we want to educate Floyd Central students on environmental issues and how to make an impact in our community, such as reducing, reusing, and recycling.
Okay, so how did you begin the environmental club?
I began the environmental club in the 10th grade, and even though it was a semi-virtual year, there was a lot of inclusive opportunities for students to learn and be really hands-on on environmental education.
Wow, so do you believe that this club will have a greater impact in 10, 20 years' time?
Yeah, so by reducing and reusing, you can really make a difference. Just something really simple like that. I'm just pouring the mixture over this screen and then squeezing it through. And you can save about like hundreds of pounds of trash from going into a dump or a landfill just by reusing and recycling your resources that you have at home.
If the rest of the world followed these practices, what would you envision the future to be like?
I envision the Earth to be a much cleaner place and a much safer place for humans and animals to live together. Yeah.
And do you believe that this would not only further your goals as the club president, but also as an activist?
Yeah, I hope bringing more people into the club will spread our ideas around about how to make the Earth a cleaner place, and hopefully having more people in the club will allow us to volunteer more and just make a big difference in our community.
So take me back to the beginning of the club. Are there any special connections you have with nature that would have inspired you to create the club and as well as become an environmental activist?
Yeah, I didn't create the club, but it was created about a couple years ago, and I think one of my favorite parts is getting to go out and enjoy nature in the club. Every now and then we go on nature walks, and we learn a lot about plants and animals that are native to southern Indiana, and it's really educational.
Are there any other simple activities people can do if they want to be environmentally friendly?
Yeah, with Earth Day coming up, one of the best ways to celebrate Earth Day is to just go outside and appreciate nature. You can also plant flowers, plant a tree, conserve energy, reduce and reuse and recycle. Those are all really important things to keep in mind as Earth Day is coming up.
So what do you think the significance of Earth Day is to the club?
It's just a day to appreciate nature and educate yourself on how to be greener in the environment. It's the largest secular observance in the world that over 190 countries celebrate. So it's really important to the club. I made a hole here.
Wow, so how's our paper turning out?
It's a little messy, but I'm just sponging the rest of it out. I think I didn't use enough paper, but after we let this dry and get all the water out, it'll look like a card like this. And there's a lot of purposes to this, and I really like how we can turn something into something brand new.
Thank you so much, Paige. And if you're interested in joining the Environmental Club, please go to room D103 for more information and to meet every other Thursday of each month.
Chicken Salad Chick, located in Jeffersonville, Indiana, offers over a dozen varieties of delicious, scratch-made, Southern-style chicken salad, pimento cheese, and egg salad. From simple to savory, fruity and spicy, you're guaranteed to find something you'll love. Order a scoop, sandwich, or bowl for dine-in or carry-out. Check them out at Veterans Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, or their website.
There are many ways to celebrate the coming of spring, from walking on the bridge with your boba tea to getting out and playing fun games. Spring is a time where you can truly let loose. I'm Bishop Collins, and this has been another incredible Floyd Insider.